What up, guys? CJ here, and I'm bringing you another NFL podcast. So we got a Week 9 NFL podcast, and always here. Pleasure to have him. Like always, my buddy T. How you doing, T?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Last week, NFL was, last week actually, I was going over the numbers, and the public actually had, technically, when I say the public, I mean like the favorites, actually edged out the dogs just slightly in terms of the public, whether they take the favorite or the dog. Just slightly again, crazy, huh? So I feel like regression should be coming. It wasn't as bad as 2 weeks ago where the public was killing it, but it definitely was still like a slight edge towards the public in the last week, which, I guess it just happens earlier in the season. We'll see how it goes later, huh?
For sure.
But so we're gonna obviously go over the NFL games. And we're going to go over the Thursday night football game, obviously Monday night, full slate on Sunday. And we got a good one Thursday. And every Thursday, I know the last couple weeks I've been a little backed up, so wasn't able to get you the pod for the Thursday night pick with T's Thursday night pick. But we'll have it today since we're taping this on Wednesday. We'll have it for you tomorrow. And Jets and Texans. Jets lane 2 at home against the Texans. What do you got for this one, T?
The Texans versus Jets game?
Yeah, and obviously you can also say if it's a pizza money free pick or you like a little more than pizza money, et cetera,
Well, I know something that's really funny. When that game came out, I hadn't checked the line, but I told myself, let's see how good you are. Can you get this line? Obviously, it's easy to say when nobody's around me, but I was like, you know what? Collins is out, Diggs is out. And so for some odd reason, the NFL still thinks Jets on paper are a good team, and that's fair. And I told myself, there's no way the line could be 3. There's no way the Texans could be favored in New York. There's just no way. So I told myself, the line's got to be like 2. And the line was 2. And the line was 2.
Yep.
So on that, it's a tough. That's a tough game,
It really is, regardless if Diggs is out and Collins are out, because it's not like Stroud can't find Tank Dell or one of the tight ends or Mixon for the run game,
Yeah, it's not even that, but the Texans defense isn't bad, man.
Oh, isn't bad. It's good.
Yeah.
Isn't bad is kind of an understatement for them. I think it's good.
Yeah, they have a good team.
Yeah, led by D'Amico Ryans, man. He's a defensive-minded coach, and now he has Bobby Slowick calling his offense, and they got it cooking over there.
Their offense hasn't looked good the past couple weeks. I beg to differ.
No, but I think that their offense is. I guess when I say that, it's not a. Let me say this. How can I say it?
CJ Stroud was having a better year last year than this year thus far.
He is. Numbers-wise, he is. I'm just saying that they're not just built on defense. They are also an offensive team, but also the offensive line is not that great. That's one thing. I don't know if people have taken notice on that. The offensive line hasn't done him any justice. What was that?
I don't think it's bad. It's not tumultuous.
No, tumultuous is saying a lot. I think it's mediocre. It's mediocre offensive line. So when you have mediocre offensive line, huh?
I feel like if you have a good defense, and you have a good quarterback and people around him, if you have a semi-okay offensive line, it's not too bad.
Good people around him, yeah. But now you got, like you said, Nico Collins is out, Stephon Diggs is out.
Right.
Mixon will play. I heard Mixon was also banged up against the Colts.
He was banged up.
Yeah, he is always banged up. They still got Tank Dell. They still got their tight end. God, I don't know. I'm forgetting his name right now, but
we don't even know. We don't even really know how good Tank Dell is. He had one good year last year. A couple games got hurt, was out, and this year, where has he been this year?
Let's be real. He had a couple good games with some long catches. That's about it.
That was about it, and then he got hurt, and everybody's talking about Tank. It's just like, come on, man.
Okay, yeah. I think Nico Collins was a stud, though. Nico Collins was a big loss.
I think before he got hurt, he was the best wideout in the game.
You did say that. You did say that last year. You're right.
Yeah.
Or last week. Sorry, last week. Okay, so if I guess if we are I don't know, talking about a line now let's talk about the Jets. The line is 2. Let's talk about the Jets really quick before you give your pick on that one.
Let's talk about how whoever listens to us consistently heard me say the Jets under 10 was a lock.
Yeah.
They have to go 8-0, right?
Yeah, you're killing it, bro. You're gonna clean house on that one.
Yeah. man. That's done.
If you guys were listening to the pod when we first started it, before football started, we gave you guys some team total over-unders, and T literally said, if you can mortgage your house, that would be fucking a great investment. He said, I'm not telling you to do it, but that's how much confidence he had in it type of.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't think that team has talented players, but penalties left to right. Sorry, offensive line. Defense, not top 5 this year.
Dysfunctional offense.
What's up?
Dysfunctional offense.
Yeah. Like they're just not coached well. They're not. Look, man, I'm a big Aaron Rodgers guy, as you know, and I love Aaron Rodgers. But there's a difference between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Tom Brady comes in there and wants nothing but excellence and dominance, and puts people and always wants the best out of him. He pushes to do that. I think he does a good job, and I think Aaron Rodgers has lacked that, and I had a feeling he was going to lack that, but he doesn't have that personality. You got to remember, when he went to Green Bay, he went into an organization that's top 3 ever, to me, in football. Sure, they don't win as many Super Bowls. They are consistently there. They're consistently in the playoffs. They consistently have a quarterback. So he got into a place where it's already ran. He didn't need to do anything. He's going to throw the ball. When he went to the Jets, which is not a good organization, and you have to be the leader, I just don't think he has what it takes to be the leader. And it's nothing against him. I love his talent, but it's just how I feel. And I thought that was going to be a huge issue that they were going to have. And penalty, that they're just not disciplined.
No, they're not. Discipline is huge in the NFL. It's huge in life, but you're not disciplined in the NFL. One 80-yard touchdown can get called back. It could be the difference in the game because of a hold. Or one stupid penalty that you get because, I don't know, it's 3rd and 4, and then you get a stupid penalty because some player got irritated, and then you give them the first down. That's just who the Jets are,
For sure.
And that's what, going back to Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, they were never that. They were always disciplined. The funny thing, they might have never had the best talented team against you, but they were always going to beat you with their discipline and their execution.
Yeah. That's what I learned about Bill. I'd watch a lot of interviews with Bill, and Bill's the type of guy, you can have an A wideout who's not disciplined, who makes mistakes, but talent-wise, he's an A. And you can have a B- who is focused, who doesn't make little mistakes, who doesn't draw flags, doesn't draw attention. He's going to take that. And that system works because he's done it throughout his career.
No, 100%. And it's proven over and over.
And let's be honest, when we're watching a football game and we're rooting for a team and that team's about to score and you get that holding call, like, how pissed are we?
Oh, it's devastating. I was literally talking to another friend about that, saying, oh my God, when you just put your head down, when you need that touchdown, but you see the flag and you know it's a hold, and you're just like, God, that would have been such a huge touchdown.
You know what I realized? It's been so bad this year when I'm watching games, and if one of my teams scores a touchdown, the first thing I look for is the bottom right. Is there a fucking flag on this play, or is this a fucking touchdown?
Well,
no, I shit you not.
No,
every time
I know.
I look, and I'm like, wait. I was going, wait, no flag? No, okay, yeah. 'Cause sometimes you get a flag, and you're like, God. And you know what's funny?
I do the
No
same
matter how good of a
shit.
team you are, when you're in 1st and 10, 2nd and 20, you could be much better than that team. The chances are still unlikely you're able to cover 20 yards. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the probabilities are low because all that's based off data. I mean, there was a flag called with the Jets and the Bills on a Monday night game a couple weeks back where the Jets, literally Breece Hall got to the 3, or the 4-yard line, 5, and then they got in the end zone, but they got a holding call on 2nd down.
Right.
And you're thinking, or the first down they get a holding call. And that's it. It killed the drive. They had a touchdown and it took it off the board, and the Jets lose. The Jets lose by 3.
100%. And the reason why we're talking about this is that's just what the Jets are. They're an undisciplined team. And it's not good enough to win, no matter how talented you are.
But
choose somebody in this game. It's tough.
It is tough. You get it doesn't have to be the side. Like I said, if you have a good knack on a team total, whatever you want, man. Obviously, this is pizza money because it's tough and it's Thursday, right?
Let's keep it suspenseful so our people can listen. I'll let them know my pick towards the end of the Thursday night game.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so you're going to give your pick, and this is what I'm going to do with this week. I'm going to actually parlay your pick with what I would think on the total. How about that?
Sure.
so they can get both of those opinions on there. But sounds good. We'll finish off with that. Next game, the next game's bad. Titans and Patriots. I think Drake May got hurt too. I don't know if he's playing or not, but the Patriots just beat the Jets. at home, but that was a divisional game. Now they're playing the Titans, and the Titans are one of the top-ranked defenses against motion. Did you know that? Play action, I should say. One of the top-ranked defenses against play action. Hence why they beat Miami pretty bad. I mean, it's not saying much. A lot of people beat Miami, but I know that they beat Miami pretty bad when they were underdogs 4 weeks ago or so. Miami uses a lot of motion. A lot of teams that use motion against the Titans, I mean, the Lions are just fucking another level. You can't compare them to a regular team.
No, for sure.
But you have the Titans and the Patriots. Titans are laying 3.5. That the books are taking a stand, right? Vegas is taking a stand on that, saying like they think the Titans are that much better than the Pats. Or do you think that this is them saying, you know what, Brissett might play. We don't know what's going on, so we're going to leave it at the 3.5 until we know what's going on.
I think that line's right, only because it's in
Tennessee.
It's in Tennessee, yeah, and the Patriots aren't a good team, so I think that line's right.
It is.
If it was, I would be shocked. I do think it should be more than a field goal. I think the line is right.
Yeah, I think the Titans are a little better than people suspect, but I don't think they're.
I mean, the record is the record.
Yeah, the record is a record. They're just a little better, I feel like. I mean, it's fucking tough saying this, but they're a little better than 1-6. Let me just put it like that. I'm saying like a grain of salt. They're a little better than 1-6.
I mean, if you're a good team and you got to play that team, it's not a guaranteed win, no matter how good you are, especially if it's in Tennessee.
Oh no, not at all. But okay, line's about right. No value there.
What's crazy to all the people out there? When you have a sorry team, or let's say a so-so team, and they're playing a good team and they're at home, I feel like when you're the home team and you're so-so, that so-so goes up just a little bit. They're just a little bit better than so-so because they're at home. I really feel that way towards teams that are mediocre.
It does. I agree. It does 100%. I feel the same way, man. The
first question we always ask each other is, who's the home team?
Yeah, who's the home team? And you know what a lot of people I feel like are doing that are giving out picks nowadays, right? You also can't so what T said is very, very, very fucking important to a cap in a game. Just because he said that, notice what you said. If we feel like they're a little better, it just notches it up a little more, right? But you have to feel like they're a little better, right? It's not blind. It's not fucking waking up blind. What a lot of people that I call, these people that have just, there's a lot of people that give picks and started coming out saying I can bet on sports, I can pick sports. They just assume to take the fucking home dog all the time just because they're at home. That's taking it blind. You need to know your data. Like you just said, you said something so key. If they are a little bit better and you know it, you have to know it, then you can throttle that needle up. But you can't just do it blind.
No way.
No, but so many people I feel that give picks nowadays, they just do it fucking blind. They're like, who's at home? Oh, yeah, I give them the shot. And it's like, what if this team is trash,
Right, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you can't just go based off of that. So I'm glad you said that. That's something that I've been wanting to stress. And, man, you hit it on the fucking dot. Thanks for saying that this week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to this next game, which is the Chargers and Browns at the Browns. Browns coming off that huge win against Baltimore Ravens. I think this is the line is -1. I think the line is right. I think this could be a letdown spot for the Browns, but I also think this could be a letdown spot for the Chargers. We're gonna know what the Chargers are all about this week because this is a game.
It's really hard to know what they're about right now to me.
It's fucking tough. Yeah, but this is a game where I feel like I'll have more of an idea of like, okay, this is what you're gonna be about, because this is a game where if you're for real, you have to go in and win this game. I don't care if the Browns just beat the Ravens. The Browns just beat the Ravens, and this is a big letdown spot. So this is how I like to say it. Oh, man, I was thinking about this the other day. Letdown, right? So I love to compare letdown spots because I've had people ask me, like, what's a letdown spot? Or what does it mean when they're like, oh, this is a letdown spot for this team? Have you ever, I'm sure this has happened, not have you ever, when you're betting and you're winning and you're winning and you're winning and you're winning, and then you're winning so fucking much that you end up putting so much more on this other game because you're so fucking happy.
Time out, offsides. Not everybody's as fortunate enough to win 27
Okay. But I'm just talking. I do tell people that though, like when I first started 20 years back, like you're winning, and then all of a sudden, you're fucking happy because you won so much and you feel invincible, and you put all this fucking money on one game and there goes your bankroll, right? It's because you're on such a fucking high that you end up just being undisciplined and you forget everything that took you there, and then you just shit on that day. That's the big game day. That's what a letdown spot is. The Browns just fucking changed to Jameis Winston. They beat the fucking Ravens. So this is a letdown spot for the Browns. Will they let down? I don't know. Maybe Jameis is more motivated. Maybe Jameis is going to remember what got him there. Maybe Stefanski's going to be like, fuck that. You guys had me play with Watson. I'm going to show you what I could do with fucking Jameis. You know?
Sure. I want the audience to know the Browns are 2-6, yes, but they're better than 2-6.
They are. They didn't have Chubb either.
If San Diego goes in and beats the Cleveland Browns in Ohio, I think that's a very impressive win on the Chargers.
Exactly why I said we're going to know what they're about.
Right.
Because we really will. This will tell us if
they lose to the Browns, doesn't mean they're trash.
No.
The Browns are a home team. The Browns with this new quarterback with Jameis Winston, with that defense, it seems to be, it seems like they played better when they knew they had a different quarterback. It seems like they didn't get fucked. They probably thought, we're not going to win anyway. It's Watson. Who cares?
Yeah. When Watson
Jameis comes in and on a big key moment in a divisional game, and they look great. The defense looked great.
Yeah, 100%. They did look great. The defense looked great. The offense looked a lot better. Jameis did a great
remember,
job.
the Ravens have weapons in every position almost,
Yeah,
They have two amazing tight ends, one quick wide receiver, and of course a running dog in what's his name?
Lamar. Oh, not Lamar. Henry. I thought you meant they're just fucking they're a fucking gritty team, man. They're definitely some strong-nosed dogs out there in Baltimore. They play hard, yeah. So it's not easy. It's not easy to beat a team like the Ravens. I mean, let's see what they're gonna do this week against the Chargers. So that line I feel like is perfect too. Man. I don't think there's an inch of value in that line. It's pretty much saying that Vegas thinks the Chargers are better and. They think the Chargers are better, and that's just what it comes down to, right? Like, we're going to give them -1, but how much better are they? And this is a letdown spot for the Browns. But this could be one of those mispriced games where you're looking back 5 weeks later saying, damn, can you believe I passed up on the Browns +1 against the Chargers that day? Hey, because Jameis is a dog himself, man. He fucking gets it done, too. He motivates a team, and he can throw, and he can fucking get it done, man. Props to him. So... Okay, so next game we're gonna go to Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
Perfect. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that impressive win by the Buffalo Bills going into Seattle and beating them pretty convincingly. I thought they were the better team.
They definitely fucking
people
handled
need to
them.
realize this, and this is what bothers me so much about people. You take out Josh Allen off that team, and you bring in, I don't know, let's say, a Russell Wilson, right? You put in a Russell Wilson in there. Like, people need to understand, like, he is the offense. This guy is everything to them. This guy is their life. This guy is their everything. The guy is just, look, I understand he doesn't put up crazy, he gets a lot of interceptions, I get that. Hasn't won an MVP, I get that, but he's the fucking team, man. He keeps that team alive, and I think it's just so impressive. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit. I really, really don't. I mean, look, people want to say Lamar's better. I mean, fuck, take out Lamar and put Josh on that team. Are you kidding me?
Oh God, yeah, that would be. In my opinion, they'd be even better, just because Josh Allen is that good. Like I told you last pod, to me, it's Mahomes and Allen can play with anybody on the field, and nobody else can.
For sure, agreed.
So that's just how it is. I think 6 is low for that game, but it's a division game, so I think it would be a trap spot too. So it's a little 50-50.
Yeah, sure, I can see that.
Yeah, cause it could be, I think 6 is low, but it could be a trap spot because obviously they've accounted for the Bills playing this well. They're 6-2. The Dolphins, Tua came back. Maybe he just needed one game to play a little better. I don't think much of Tua, but that's just my personal thoughts. Yeah, I think 6 is a little low, but I also think it could be a trap game.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about Josh Allen? I actually liked Seattle going into that game. I'm like, +3 at home? Like, come on, Seattle. And lo and behold, wasn't even close. I actually leaned towards Seattle in that game. Just what an impressive win.
Yeah, it was an impressive win. You know what I noticed about Seattle? For them having a defensive-minded head coach, their defense is not that good, man.
Right. It's inconsistent.
It's very inconsistent. Very, very inconsistent. But I don't know. We'll see what happens this weekend with Miami and Buffalo, because Buffalo's definitely been the big brother of Miami. They
for a
they
long
they
time.
never can get seem to get by them. So in the
Long time.
division, yeah. All right. This is an interesting one. Next game, man. The Atlanta Falcons laying 2.5 at home to the Dallas Cowboys. What is going on in Jerry's world, man?
Man.
I don't know. I look, man. I like the Cowboys this Sunday. I like them plus.
I'm shocked.
I like them +6. Okay. Why did I like them?
I feel like you're really, really, really big on the Falcons. I think you think they're a good team, and
No, the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. I said.
that's why I'm surprised because I know how much you believe in the Falcons.
No. I liked the Cowboys this past Sunday against the Niners.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Okay.
We're
Oh.
not talking about this coming.
No,
up.
not this game. Not this
I'm
game.
sorry.
So what I want
I'm
to,
surprised.
yeah, I was like, wait, okay. I like them again. There's a reason why I like them because I'm a Niner fan, and I said, okay, we don't have Ayuk. I didn't think Debo was going to get as many snaps. I knew the defense was going to be there, but they played each other so much that I do feel like Zimmer could have helped the Cowboys defense stop them a little, which he did in the first half. And then some point in the fucking third quarter, Dak turned fucking like a pumpkin again, and he's throwing picks, and he's fucking out there looking lost, and he doesn't run no more. And the Niners just fucking, I mean, dude, Brock Purdy, like, fuck, I didn't think he was going to even fucking find the receivers he did. And I'm not saying Brock Purdy's great because he needs the weapons. I've said it before. I think he needs Debo. I think he needs Kittle in there. He needs CMC, but he fucking was using his legs, and Dallas was just being Dallas again. And the Niners went on 21-0 third quarter run and put Dallas away. What the fuck is Dallas now? Dallas ended up pushing, right? But what are they? What are they?
I think we all have to agree that Dak, since the injury, hasn't been the same.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Especially mobility-wise, he's just not the same.
Yes, he doesn't move in the pocket no more, man.
It's not good. We're not asking him to run 10 yards. We're asking him to slide out of the pocket, extend the play, go to your right, go to your. He just doesn't seem to be.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been the same.
He doesn't look. If he doesn't have the threat of even running 3 yards, they're not going to matter. They're not going to care about spying him. They're going to drop a guy in coverage and make his life harder.
I mean, you have to realize on offense, the Cowboys don't really have much, man. They
only have CD Lamb, yeah.
They don't have a good running back. Their offensive line isn't as good as it used to be.
Their defense is now deflating. Back to what Dallas circa 2020 was.
You know what? Everybody loves to talk about Michael Parsons. Have we seen Michael Parsons against the run? Have you seen that guy against the run? All that guy can do is blitz the quarterback. That's it. On 3rd and 2, I don't want him out on 3rd and 2. I don't want him out in 2 and 2. He's not a good run defender.
Yeah, you've been saying that. I don't know. You don't seem like a Parsons fan. I'm a Parsons guy because I love guys that can bring pressure to the quarterback and alter the play. When it comes to the run, obviously you can neutralize him. Yeah. Sorry.
He's great on 3rd and longs.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's even good on like third and medium or whatnot. I just think maybe he does struggle against
Parsons in there. The teams always tend to run the ball towards him. He's just not. I mean, just watch and you'll see.
Okay. I'm going to take notes of that. I'm going to take notes because I do remember the championship game. This was a year and a half ago already against the Niners, but he did a great job of helping them stop the run, man. I really do believe he did that game.
I mean, maybe it's just one game, but overall, he's just not good.
All right, we'll check it out. Well, then you got the Falcons who came in off beating the Bucks, but the Bucks had injuries up the ass, I should say. And speaking about the Falcons, yes, I took the Falcons on Sunday over the Bucks, and they covered. At one point, they were up 14 points, but
But you've taken the Falcons before. Remember, you took the Falcons against Tampa Bay a while ago.
Yes, Thursday night when they had that walk off. TD. Yes. I do remember that. The line's 2.5 though. I do feel like, look, man, this could be the game. I'm not saying that I'm touching it this way or not. I do feel like this can be the game where they're just like Dallas is fucking completely done. Like the Falcons can beat them to the point where people just just count them out. That's my opinion. Or this is either going to be the game that happens or the game. This is what. We're now going on. They got blown out by the Lions. They had a bye week. They lost to a hobbled Niner team that's trying to find their footing again. Now they're coming into Atlanta, which look, man, Kirk Cousins. I give him props. He's playing well this year, man. I don't think he's fucking amazing. Let's be real. Like I said, he's not in that top tier quarterback, but I think Raheem Morris over there is doing a good job as coaching this team, and I know that the Falcons are going to come in with the game plan. It's going to come down to what do you think the boys are going to come in with, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Minus 2.5. I think that line should be 3. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna look deeper into that game though. What do you think that line should be yourself? I think that line should be 3.
No, I think 2.5 is right. 3, 2.5, 3. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I see the 2.5. I think it's going to be a good game. I think both teams are pretty equal. I think they're both mediocre teams, and I think it'll be a good game. I do.
One thing to take note of is Dallas on turf, right? When they play better on turf than they do on.
I mean, I feel like we have to be honest with each other, right? Who are the Falcons beat this year?
No, you're right. They haven't beaten a huge big name team. I mean, what? They beat the Bucks. The Bucks were not a joke even when they beat them with Evans and Godwin back then.
Right.
But other than that, you're right. They haven't. They lost to the Steelers.
To be honest with you, the first time they played, they should have lost. They just got a big holding at the end that pushed them back. That was the Buccaneers game. They had that game.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking. They lost to the Steelers, and I'm sorry. Who have the Steelers beat? Nobody either. So they lost to the Steelers. They beat the Eagles when the Eagles first, and they lost to the Chiefs. They beat the Saints, and they beat the Buccaneers, and they beat the Panthers, and they got their asses kicked by Seattle.
Yeah.
So I think both of them are pretty mediocre.
So you think 2.5 is better than 3?
It's the right line.
Mm-hmm. All right, I can see that. I think it should be 3, but I'm gonna check it out a little more. We'll see. Ravens and next game, Ravens Broncos. We got this game's. Ravens are over here laying 9 at home against Denver. When Denver has a good D, that's telling you that the freaking Las Vegas is saying the Ravens are good and they just had a bad spot and they're ready to annihilate the Broncos and Bo Nix this week. What do you say?
You think they're going to annihilate him?
No, I'm saying that's what Las Vegas is trying to say. They're leaving the line at 9, don't you think? That's what they're saying. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying that's literally what they're saying by leaving this number up there at 9, you know? You could have left it 7.5. You could have left it 7, anything. But 9 is saying they're going to win by 10 or more because 9 is an insignificant number in my opinion.
For sure.
Yeah. So, but hey, man, I actually credit the Broncos. Their defense is fucking tough.
Right. I credit Sean Payton, man.
Yeah, Sean Payton. He literally told Bo Nix, like, hey, man, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I'm going to start you and you're going to do what I need you to do and I'm going to get the defense rolling. And, man, he fucking let go of Russell Wilson. No big deal. Here you go. Mike Tomlin, you can have him. Thank you very much. Let's see what we do with this next with Bo Nix. And, dude, you got to give them credit. And look, man, I feel like 9 points is a lot. I think it's still too much for a team that can play defense, even if they're not going to score much. But let's see how good their defense really is when they have to defend the run and defend a running quarterback and defend the pass. That's when you know how good a defense really is, right? That's 3 elements of an offense you have to take care of in the Ravens.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the Ravens are a good team, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as of right now, I can say that there's a little value on the Broncos at the 9.
I have a quick question, sorry. I'm just curious to know. You got the Vikings at 2 or 3 in your power rankings. I'm assuming you dropped them down to 10 now, somewhere around there?
Yeah, I have to double check. I think they're around there, yeah.
That makes sense.
Probably closer to 8-ish or 9-ish. I got to check. Yeah. But I do have to say, okay, so now the Ravens go in and lose to the Browns. So now what do you do with the Ravens?
Man, the Browns is a divisional game. They played in Ohio. I'm not going to think much of it.
Okay, but so why do the Vikings get treated differently but not the Ravens?
Because the Vikings aren't good.
Well, the Vikings went into a Rams team. They got healthy. They played on a short week, so they don't get the same grace that the Ravens get. That's my whole thing on the power rankings, right? So you give the Ravens more slack because, I mean, how good are the Ravens at? They haven't even won a Super Bowl with Lamar. They can barely win playoff games.
I'm talking regular season.
No, I know, but so we're talking.
You're telling me Sam Darnold's going to take him to the promised land?
No, I'm not saying Sam Darnold. Okay, hold on, hold your horses. I'm not saying Sam Darnold is going to take them to the promised land.
Second or third, you ranked them over Baltimore and Detroit.
That was because of the situation in the season. That's why I'm saying. So now the Ravens lost to the Browns. So you're not going to put much weight on it, is what you're saying. And obviously the lines makers don't either because they left them at 9, right?
Yeah. I'm not putting much weight on that, man. No way.
The way I see it is this. Look, I'm not saying Sam Darnold didn't take him to the promised land. I'm just saying I think the team is still good. I think they got weapons. And that's why I go week to week based off what happens, right? So, like, this week, I think the Ravens got notched down 1 from 3 to like 4. The Lions are still number 2, clear cut. Chiefs are 1, Lions are 2, clear cut. I think it's gonna be tough to move those.
I mean, I
back.
would love to see Detroit versus the Chiefs. That would be such a
Oh, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it, man? Why was I thinking about that the other day? We think alike.
You know what's crazy is when you talk about the Lions, it's sad to say, but I know they are so talented and they have so many weapons. But damn, dude, why don't you give Jared Goff some credit?
Thank you. I just gave out a free player prop last week. I said, hey, man, if you can get Jared Goff for MVP, he's worth a shot at plus 900 right now. I would fucking definitely give him. The sad thing is they're not giving him credit. And I literally put that last Friday on the free Telegram, on Instagram. I said, hey, taking a shot at Jared Goff, MVP. Not sure if it's going to happen, but you got to put some respect on that man's name.
I have never seen 2 teams make 2 quarterback changes together and both benefit as much. They both benefit.
It worked out for both.
One got the Super Bowl, and one's just an amazing team now on the path of winning a Super Bowl. Like, what a trade on both ends. And you know what? I don't remember us talking about it, but I remember I never discounted Jared Goff even after he got traded. I never did. I said, if he's got weapons, he'll be fine.
Well, he was always able to throw the ball. He's always been able to throw the ball where it needs to go.
He's also calm and posed.
Yeah.
His emotions don't get high, don't get low. He's just there.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, man. You're absolutely right. I know we get sidetracked talking about other stuff because we enjoy it so much, but Jared Goff MVP year 2024.
I think that's a great play by you.
Yeah, it's amazing value, man. Plus 900-ish. You got to take a hit at that, man. As the moment that anything can happen to Lamar, or if Mahomes' numbers are consistently are like okay, decent, but Goff is like pushing. Eventually, towards the end of the season, you're gonna hear Goff's name a little more. And that's what you need. That's what you need in order for him to actually win that MVP. But it could happen, man. At plus 900, like I said, that's fucking phenomenal odds.
It's a great wager.
So, okay. That's one thing there. But let's so I think personally there's a little bit of value on the Broncos, but also I think that the Broncos could get handed their ass to them. So I got to look into that game a little deeper and wonder why the hell is that line -9. Oh, just so you know, the Falcons line just moved to -3 as we're speaking. Crazy, man. Look at that. They hear me talk and they're just fucking moving lines over there. Just kidding. That'd be funny, though. That'd be funny. All right, so next game we got Bengals and Raiders. Raiders with just win. The Bengals are almost fucking done. They have wild card spots availabilities, but I don't think the Bengals. Credit the Bengals or credit the Eagles? Because
they're 0-4 at home. Holy shit!
That's so bad, man. That's so bad. So what do? You credit the Bengals or you credit the Eagles? Because also the Bengals were like fucking a fluke play away from beating the Ravens too. The Ravens tied the game at the end.
We can sit here and talk about the Eagles. Let's just wait till we pick them as their team. I got a lot to say about the Eagles, but the Raiders-Bengals game, I think that line's probably what? You think it's right?
I think it's about accurate because the Raiders are at a desperate point where they're going to do fluky shit in their offense. They might even bring in Desmond Ridder. You don't know if that's going to help them, hurt them. I think Desmond Ridder sucks. I've told you that since last year. But I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. Yeah, -7. I don't think I had to look into that game a little bit, but I think 7. To me, when I see that 7, I'm like, shit, that's a game. That's an even game.
For sure.
In terms of the line. So, Commanders and Giants. Washington Commanders laying 3.5 in New York. Oh, man. What do you think about all the hype right now? The Jaden Daniels hype?
I think the number one thing he has, and I do think he's probably going to be a good quarterback. I'll tell you why. I hope I'm not wrong, but he's just very poised. And I think that is so important for a rookie quarterback. Nothing frustrates him. He stays in the pocket, makes the right plays. He's a pass quarterback first, and then if need, he'd run. I think there's a lot of upside to him. I really do.
All right, so I actually had the.
Let's be honest. They probably should have whooped the Bears. To score 12 points, you're going to lose. If you have 4 opportunities to score touchdowns and you don't score any, they should have lost that game.
Oh, the Commanders you're talking about, right?
A lot. I mean, you don't deserve to win if you have 4 times to score a touchdown. You go 0 for 4 and kick field goals. I understand the Bears' defense is great. I get that, but you can't even punch the ball in
One
once.
time.
Come on.
Do you know their only touchdown was the Hail Mary that game? How fucking wild. I had the Bears, so that fucking hurt.
That's for sure a bad beat, bro.
And I knew the Bears defense was going to bring it. It's just their offense wasn't mustering shit until for some reason in the fucking third quarter, end of the third, Caleb Williams started saying fuck it somehow. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to go back to old school days of USC and try to play hero ball. But
that one night play to Keenan Allen.
No, he did. Are you talking about the one where he ran to the right, floated it across? Oh yeah, that was nice.
Remember that play was dead. It was created by both him and Allen.
Yeah,
that play's dead.
Yeah, he actually got out of. I watched the whole game. He got out of a lot of Houdini type plays. He's strong, man. Guys get their arms on him. He's strong. He's now he just needs to figure out like, okay, the play call, maybe the line. Well, the line is not that great, the offensive line, but let me say something about that. Yeah, I think going back to your Jaden Daniels, one thing I know that he can do, and I've seen him do it at LSU, I've seen him do it at Arizona State, and I'm seeing him doing better in the pros, is throw the deep ball. He could throw the deep ball, and if he could throw the deep ball and he figures out I'm not saying he's making mistakes, but he figures out long-term how to not make mistakes by throwing intermediate passes or trying to do too much and staying poised like he is and running only as needed, I think he has a bright future. If he can't figure out the intermediate game, eventually people will just play him deep and make them beat him short. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I do think he could throw the deep ball. It's year one. I got to see more of it. I'm not sold on everybody saying Jaden Daniels MVP. I know you're not either. I know you're not. Trust me. But I'm just saying, like, I've even heard Jaden Daniels is MVP, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, let's not fucking forget about Dan Quinn over here, man. Putting that defense together, too, because that defense has been playing better. You got weapons with Eckler, McLaurin.
Well, I mean, it's not just the defense.
What was that?
Jaden Daniels played well.
No. Jaden Daniels has played well, too. All I'm saying is you got to credit the coach, too, man. He landed in a good situation.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the Giants, on the other hand, Daniel Jones hasn't thrown a touchdown at fucking MetLife Stadium since he played there at high school. It feels like fucking A.
Well, you know what's funny? I do want to bring this up to you. You talking about their defense being good, okay? You're right. Their defense looks decent.
Wait, who are you talking about? The Commanders? That's only as of late, by the way. They actually started shitty, just so you know.
Because to be honest with you, this is what makes a good defense to me. This is what solidifies a good defense. They were up 12-0 going into the last quarter, weren't they?
Yep.
Your defense can only play the quarters and can't play in the clutch. You're not that good of a defense. You let them back in.
12-7, yeah.
You let them back in. And to me, that's kind of like...
that's 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, you need a defense that comes in the clutch towards the end. You know, those big stops. You know.
Yeah, you definitely need that.
I think, yeah. So
they've been playing better. They actually had their struggles at the beginning of the year. I think Dan Quinn has got them playing better. We'll see where he gets
with the new coaching staff.
Yeah, we'll see where he gets them in the next couple weeks. But I think 3.5. Honestly, you're going to laugh at me, but I think there's a little value on the Giants, and I hate to fucking say it. I just think that the Giants at home division game kind of goes back to that Browns-Ravens, right?
Yeah, when it sounds like to me there's nothing wrong with it, you think the Commanders are hype right now?
I think the Commanders are a little bit of hype right now, yeah. I do.
You got to tell us, though. Let us know.
Well, I think they're a little bit of hype, but I'm not sold on them being a little bit of hype because I still feel like they have good coaches over there who can get them on the right track, I guess. It's a better way to put it. So they're not like complete fluff, but they're also not complete like, oh my God, I'm sold. Let's put it like that. I need to see more, and I need to see more at least for another month.
For sure.
So that's just me. I still put some respect on them. Whatever they've done, they got some young players. They got some. They got good coaches. They got young players like Daniels, who's learning the system. They got guys like Eckler. They got guys like McLaurin. They got Robinson, who's running the ball. They got guys, man.
They got teams. Yeah, they for sure got guys.
Yeah. So the Giants. So I think getting that 3.5. I think that's a big deal. I think. Man, the Giants could have been. They could have beat the Steelers if it wasn't for that punt return, man. I really believe that.
100%.
I really believe that punt return fucked everything up. I was on the Giants +6. I was pissed.
I would have taken the Giants too.
Honestly, that punt, like people can say what they want, but that punt return changed everything. Then it let Russell Wilson relax and breathe a little bit and throw how he wanted to.
The biggest play of the game is the fumble by Daniels for sure. Let's cut the bullshit.
Oh, are you talking about at the end of the game?
Yeah, towards the end when they had the drive to tie it.
Yes, yes. Well, he did two stupidity. It was fucking that, and it was the pick too. It's like, geesh, man. It's like the guy doesn't learn.
You know what's so funny though, man? I don't know how to say this. I don't know why I can't believe I'm gonna say this. There's something about that kid that still tells me. It still tells me, you know what? Maybe he can be a little, because there's times in glimpses where he makes throws and makes good plays, and you're like, okay, come on.
Oh yeah, like that game. Like, did you not feel okay? I felt like I was gonna get back in that game. I was like, this is it. And I felt at some point at +6. At some point, I even felt, fuck that, dude. Dable knows they haven't gotten in the end zone, and he knows his defense can stop him. They got 3 timeouts at the 5 minute mark. They might kick a field goal. But then he fucking fumbles the ball. And I'm like, fuck, they're not even going to kick a field goal.
No, I feel you. And let's tell our listeners something. The Giants are 2-6, yes. But they're a mediocre team, meaning they're not a shit team.
No.
They're a mediocre, average team that you probably don't want to play all the time.
You do not. Look, man, there was a game last year, and this is why I took the Giants +6, and I told everybody this. Brian Dable had his back against the wall. He didn't have a quarterback. He had to put in Tyrod Taylor. He was going into Buffalo, and Buffalo was playing fucking lights out. I think the line was like -16 Buffalo. And if it wasn't for some fucking fluke, they should have called a flag on some fucking pass interference play in the end zone. It was a Sunday night game. I remember exactly where I was watching it. I was fucking having a steak watching the game with my wife, and I sat there and thought, this motherfucker's going to pull this off. And they just didn't. But they were right there all game, man, to fucking lose it. I don't know if you remember that game, but that fucking team will do that. They'll just ruin a random game. They went into Seattle and beat them. I'm not saying that Seattle's amazing, but Seattle.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like, you're right. And that's what I think it's so fucking frustrating to put money on that team, though, because it's like, fucking A. Then you get those fumbles, and you're like, what are you fucking doing?
Sure, plus, you don't know what defense is going to show up. There's times where that defense is legit. And there's times where it's so, but it could be because of turnovers, bad spot, bad positioning for the other team when they start. So it could be a lot of things. But let me tell you one thing. I hope and pray this happens. I hope the Giants fire Dayball, and I hope the Buffalo Bills call him back and tell him, come right back to us, baby.
Oh, man, that'd be fucking... You know how fucking disgustingly great that'd be for Josh Allen?
Well, that's why I want him there.
But anywho, you're right. Giants, there's some value there. Say what you want. I don't know if I can muster up the courage to bet them and stomach another Daniel Jones game, but that's how I put that there. Bears and Cardinals. Cardinals lane 1.
That line is probably the most accurate line of all to me.
Oh, yeah. That's a fucking pick 'em. Because
that's a big pick 'em.
That's a pick 'em. Both defenses are pretty good. Believe it or not, Cardinals defense is pretty decent this year. They held the Lions. They held the Lions to 20 points.
Is it just me, or from the games I've seen, they give up big plays when it comes down to closer to the end zone? Their defense picks up, but they still give up some big plays here and there.
They have given up big plays. I agree. That's how they gave up a couple big plays to the Lions. But whenever the Lions were getting there, they were just kind of like pushing them back.
Let's be honest. Anytime you play the Lions and you get your ass kicked, don't feel bad. They're doing it to everybody.
Yeah,
literally.
But that's what I'm saying. The Lions are putting up 30+ against everybody, but they didn't against the Cardinals.
You know who they remind me of? That offense.
That offense? Are you talking about the greatest show on turf?
My man. Dude, if you watch them,
man, that's so fucking crazy. We haven't talked about it, but I fucking guessed. Wow.
Bro, to me, it's like, holy shit, man. Just the way they move the ball, the weapons they have.
Marshall Faulk,
the running game.
Isaac Bruce. Yeah.
All of them. Yeah.
Yeah, Amron, Williams, both running backs. Yeah, you're right. Goff fucking slinging it.
Got Montgomery and Gibbs as your 2 running backs. Any of those are starting on one team right now.
That's a premium. Yeah, so that's an. I'm not fucking with that game right now. I'm gonna look into it, but I don't think I can stomach one of those games again. Those games are too fucking close.
I feel you.
Next game, we're gonna go Jaguars and Eagles. All right, what do you got to say about the Eagles? I want to say some stuff, but Jaguars almost fucking upset the fucking Packers, man. I think the Jaguars are starting to play what people thought they were gonna play week 1 and 2. They're starting to kind of like get it back together. Bigsby kind of changes the run game, which fucking helps out Lawrence a lot, so they could do a couple different things. But I don't know. They're going into an Eagles. Fucking 7.5 is Las Vegas is saying that the Eagles should smash them, and that's just fucking A. 7.5 is a lot.
You know what's funny is I don't think the Eagles are a good team yet, but obviously Vegas put their over under at what, 10, 11?
Yeah.
They're on pace, but I still don't believe in them.
So why don't you believe in them?
I think
I'm
it's
not.
Jalen Hurts.
Huh?
I don't think I believe in Jalen Hurts still.
I've been saying that. I think he can throw a deep ball. Not. You know what? I think Daniels can throw a better deep ball than Hurts.
Yeah, for sure.
More accurate. But I think Hurts could throw a deep ball. But I just think I don't know. I don't believe in him either.
No.
Because with that team, dude,
Yeah.
you have weapons on wide receiver. You have fucking Saquon running the ball. You have a fucking tight end. You should, yeah. I mean,
Let's be honest though, dude. That team started getting better when what's his name came back. Their wideout, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown, yeah.
Since AJ Brown's been back, they are clicking.
That guy's a stud, bro.
Yeah.
He's a stud for sure. To me, I don't know if there's a lot of value, but I'm gonna look into the Eagles at 7.5 because I'm looking at that line thinking, okay, what am I missing that the Jaguars are lacking? So that's just my opinion on that line. You got anything to say about that or not so much?
The line's about right.
So, all right, next game, Rams and Seahawks. The Rams dominate the Seahawks in Seattle. Did you know that? It's like a fucking crazy stat where they win often.
Yeah.
But the Seahawks need this game like blood, man, to stay in the division where they're at. If not, the Rams are going to come right up. I think the Rams are.
Yeah,
look,
but I mean,
man,
the Rams need this win just as much as Seattle does.
I was just going to say that. The thing is, the Rams are in the same fucking division. So the Rams being in the same division, I wouldn't say it's value at the 1.5 minus 1.5 Rams, but I'm definitely looking to take the Rams because of the fucking trends in the history. And being that the Rams are healthy, they have 10 days off leading into this game because remember they played that Thursday night. And I think Sean McVay has his guys all healthy playing at the right time, man. And this venue's not going to scare them. But what do you think about Seattle? You just think they're just a mediocre team? I don't know. Jekyll and Hyde.
I think the best way to word it, I think their record is spot on. They're just inconsistent.
Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, you never know what you're
We
going
go
to
into
get.
Atlanta and blow them out. You're at home and you got. I mean, to me, that was a blowout at home. I know they lost by 10, but Buffalo dominated.
They dominated that game. At some point, I saw Buffalo was up by more than fucking 2 scores every fucking time I look at the score.
Yeah.
To me, that's
Yeah.
domination because it's like they were never in the game.
Yeah, they're just inconsistent.
Yeah. All right. Oh, man. This next game.
Packers Lions?
Oh, yeah. Packers Lions. Lions. Oh, wow. Lane 3.5.
Is Jordan Love playing?
I don't know if he's playing. They said he's okay or it's just a minor strain. But what's up with Love always getting hurt, man? Is he going to be that guy?
I hope not.
Yeah,
not.
I know you're a Packer fan
That's
too.
gonna hinder his career because when you start flowing and then you get hurt and you start flowing and you keep getting hurt, it messes with your psyche.
Oh, for sure, 100%. All I know is one thing. This is a big game for both teams. It is for the division right here. Because if the Packers beat them, they'll be ahead of the standings because they have the head-to-head win.
Right.
The Lions win, they get to kick the Packers back 2 games.
I mean, if the Lions win this, they should be clear favorite to win the division if they win to Sunday's game.
Yep, I agree. Damn, 3.5. That's pretty. I got to look into that game. Las Vegas is pretty much saying the Lions are better. The Lions are going to win. That's what they're saying.
Are they not better?
They're better. They're better.
You don't think they're 3.5 better?
Are they 3.5 better with the healthy Jordan Love in Lambeau?
Yeah.
With the healthy Jordan Love, let's say that, right?
Yeah, but Detroit knows how to play in Lambeau.
Yeah, of course they play there twice a year or once a year every year. So I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not new to them. But yeah, I mean, I think that game's really, really hard to.
Determine.
Yeah, that's just me.
I would say even the over-under at the 47.5 just because it's a division game. I know the Lions want to put up points, man. I fucking know they do. But
that's how they win.
Yeah, but the Packers defense is that's how they've been winning, right? Like
right.
they've actually been creating
They
momentum.
cause a lot of turnovers.
Yep, creating momentum, causing turnovers and scoring and cashing them in. Oh man, what a game. I don't know. There's too much out there to really give value on the game right now. I can't say one thing or another. We don't know Jordan Love's status, and without that, that's a big piece of this game, obviously. So.
All I can say is I will definitely tune in full on to this game.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be the game of the week right here. Game of the week. So next game, we got another dandy on Sunday night, man. You ready?
Yep.
Vikings -5.5 against the Colts. Dandy for Sunday night. You looking forward to it?
Yeah, for sure.
You're not.
No, I am. I think that'd be a good game. Why not?
I actually, no. I'm just saying. Because I know, like, usually you can't go from talking about the Lions and the Packers to saying Sunday night dandy, Colts and Vikings.
Oh, I get it. I get it. But I actually think that game will be good.
I actually think the Colts can play them close, man. You know, the Flacco's starting too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they announced Anthony Richardson's out. Flacco's in. I actually think 5.5 might be too much. We'll see. I know the Colts can play D. I know the Colts with Jonathan Taylor, they can do some things on offense. And if Flacco plays, he's a vet. So maybe the Rams show something on defense that can stop Sam Darnold, right? The Sam Darnold that you thought I was going to take him to the province.
I wasn't sure.
Nah, man, I know that. Come on. I'll make some bold statements. That one's real bold. I think there's some value in the Colts, man. I want to check that line out, see how the value on the Colts is. But the only thing is, you're going back to the Vikings, just like the Rams. They have 10 days in between of rest, so they have a little more time to prep for this game, especially coming off that loss. So, last game on the slate before you give your Thursday night pick.
I just can't believe. Sorry to go back. I just can't believe the NFL put the Steelers and the Niners both on a bye week. I mean, they're two hyped up teams that always that.
They're two big franchises.
You agree? You know what I'm saying? You would think they'd be on different times, but yeah.
Yeah, I get you. They are two big franchises. So,
Yeah.
Bucks and Chiefs Monday night. Chiefs -9. You know, I wouldn't sleep on the Bucks, but I just don't think they have enough weapons right now to go into.
I mean, let's cut the bullshit. Kansas City would be 8-0 hands down.
They're gonna be 8-0. Well, look, man. Never assume everything is for sure. Never assume anything's for sure in this league. But
I'm gonna go off on a limb, okay? I'm gonna go off on a limb, and I'm gonna say this. And CJ knows this is big for me to say. Other viewers may not, but I'm gonna go. I have to say this, okay? Josh Allen's still my favorite active quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is my all-time favorite quarterback. But when I watch Mahomes play, man, it's those 3rd and 6s, those 3rd and 8s, where he's just making plays when the play's dead, and he's running back and forth, or he runs it up the middle, or what, dude. It's just when I watch this guy play, it's just like I feel like he's on 3rd downs, on most important downs, he's like a joystick. He's like Madden. It's just the things he does, bro. I'm sitting there thinking, dude, the Raiders were in that game, but he didn't play. Look, he hasn't played well all year, but I promise you, if you watch the tape on him, on those big, important 3rd downs, on those big plays where the defense plays well and they stop them, but just the way he moves with his feet, the way he creates plays, the way he throws the ball, I have never in my 10 years seen somebody consistently make big plays when the plays are dead. Sure, we see quarterbacks here and there, but the consistency of how he's doing it is just, it's like, if you had money on the Raiders and it was 38 and the game's tied, you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, here we can stop. We can get the ball. But he'll pull some magical shit up his ass and extend the drive.
All the fucking time.
Bro, it just drives me insane how he does this, bro.
I have another friend who's a Raider fan, and sometimes he'll text me on Sundays, and they're playing the Chiefs, and I was like, dude, I don't know. I mean, hopefully you guys can beat the Chiefs. You never know, division game. And I wasn't watching the game, but he texted me. He was like, "How fucking deflating!" And it was at the end of the game, and it was probably. I literally was thinking Mahomes probably did one of those stupid fucking plays where like he's dead, he's dead, then he's alive, then he's dead again, and then he just finds somebody.
And not only that, bro, he did it this week. Remember last week when he ran towards the sideline, stopped because the guy thought he was going to go out of bounds, so he didn't want to hit him.
And he got another fucking 20-yard.
Oh, but it's what makes him, what separates him from everybody else is the consistency of how often he does it.
Because it's not luck at that point.
No, it's just
not. That's what it is. It's like you can't say it's luck no more. He's like, that's not luck. That's just like fuck, you know. And you don't even. You're not just beating him, dude. You have to beat that defense. You have to beat that coach. You have to beat.
By no stretch do I not give them that their defense is fantastic.
Oh, it is. And then when you go into fucking Arrowhead and have to play them with your two top wideouts out, Godwin and Evans, so Baker Mayfield's gonna have to go in there without them.
Right. And Godwin's a slot receiver, right?
Yeah, and Tampa Bay's fucking defense has not been the same. I mean, geesh, man, this spells this,
That defense, I've never seen it. I don't even know how they're 500, bro. They give up big plays after big plays.
all the time, right?
And all they rely on is their red zone defense. Sometimes it comes through, but still, you can't give up those deep balls.
Let me ask you a question. Oh, go ahead.
All they do is blitz like 70% of the fucking time.
They're not gonna be able to do that this week. I was just gonna ask you. You think they're gonna be able to stop Mahomes and Reed in the red zone?
No.
You know that Mahomes and Reed have had issues in the red zone this year, but you know
So their offense hasn't been that great.
But they always start fixing them week after week after week after week, and all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, the Chiefs have the fucking number 3 red zone fucking offense now, week 16. You know, it's a big mismatch to me. Normally, I look at the points and I'm like, damn, can I find value? But I can't. I don't think I
think this is one of the worst Monday night games we're gonna see.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to take the -9 realistically because shit happens in football, fumbles, whatever, backdoors, or you just never know.
I think that's the only way Tampa Bay covers this game is by backdoor.
Backdoor. Hey, what if they get a couple fumbles or fucking Mahomes fucking goes down and has to go to the locker room? You just don't know. I don't know. But the thing is, you have to beat Mahomes. You have to beat the defense. You have to beat Andy Reid. You have to beat Spagnuolo.
Yeah, beat the whole fucking team.
Yeah, it's not just one element of that team, so... Yeah, normally I try to find some value in that 9 on a fucking big primetime, but Las Vegas made that number 9 for a reason, man.
For sure.
They know what the fuck they're doing. But okay, let's go back to Jets Texans. So what do you got for your pick that game? He's thinking right now. I'm gonna put the Jeopardy song.
I'll take the Texans.
Texans +2. So if he's taking the Texans +2, honestly, I can see this being a very fucking grimy game. Being that the Texans' offensive weapons, now that Diggs is out, we know their defense is going to come. And we know that the Jets at home will play better defense. I'm going to go with the under. So if you're going to take the Texans, you can, you're trying to do one of those pizza money parlays, Texans to the under. Because I don't see the Texans winning if it's going to go way over. Do you?
The Texans?
To go way over with a couple of their weapons out. They're also going to have to fucking on the fly in 4 days have Tank Dell be the guy that we're just talking about. How many plays have we really seen him?
Yeah, true.
So what does that tell you? They're gonna run the ball, right? So what is that gonna do? Eat up the clock.
I just don't believe in the Jets. I feel like the Texans are better coached. I feel like they're more disciplined.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, dude, I haven't seen CJ Stroud make crucial mistakes at crucial times, but I could be wrong. I haven't seen all their games, but he's usually poised, and I think that's a tough game.
There was one game where he made a mistake. I actually had the Texans. They won the game against the Bills. He threw a red zone pick when he could have put the game on ice.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
But no, it wasn't like people make that mistake, you know? I've seen quarterbacks make that. It's not like stupid. It's not fucking Will Levis stupid.
For sure.
Let's grade it out like that. It wasn't like that.
Yeah, for sure. I get it.
So yeah. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for today, man. Thanks for coming on again. Fucking amazing time. We will get back at it next week, and hopefully this weekend will be a fucking good weekend. Let's see what I'm gonna roll with. I mean, I'm gonna look into that Texans Jets. I know you have the Texans. I'm gonna look into it a little deeper, but we'll see what I end up rolling with. If you guys are looking for me on IG, it's at CJ Wins. Telegram, CJ Wins Sports. And if you want to check out packages or anything, cjwins.com. T's over here giving free pizza money winners, free blowout winners on the Jets season team totals to the under. So don't miss a week, man. You might miss a good one. If you didn't hear the Jared Goff MVP and it happens and then you heard it here, make sure you shout me out.
100%.
But thanks, man. We'll talk next week.
Likewise, man. Sounds good.
Bye-bye.